What's up, everyone?
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Giants and the Browns, next on EA Sports.
First opened in 1999, there's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New York Giants. Brandon Godd and Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. Jakeem Grant now to return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led by a 3-time Pro Bowler in his 5th season. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
First carry for Nick Chubb. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Throwing, Jones. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. This one to Slayton over the middle. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. This is Jakeem Grant. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Watson now to throw. Being chased out left. This is caught by Antonio Brown. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Working with his 2nd and 4. Now Watson. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing out.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Man, this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Down their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jones now on 1st and 10.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. On 2nd and 9, Watson buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
I think that's a big pickup because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. These two teams all tied after one. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off of play action, it's Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A run for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flushed out right. It's caught. Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Forced out to his left. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
From the 22, Jones. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Operating from the gun. Jones. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Jamie Gillen down as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Now their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good...
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it...
Preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that to come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Barkley hit and the ball pops free.
Wow.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones throwing on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. To throw again on second down. Jones to the right and complete to Galladay. Now the Giants will use the second of their three timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard there to make the grab.
And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Gano the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Getting set to go again, we get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Watson. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joel Bitonio.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flush to his right. Again, he's got that man Landry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Watson on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. That escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Malik Jackson, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And the pressure gets to him again. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there.
Johnson on the return.
43-yard punt, but they get a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Felton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From the 25 on second down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Throwing is from. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Running right through him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. A carry here for Hunt, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, Felton. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
What do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On first down, it's Hunt, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Rolling to his right. That one caught by Felton. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns certainly going to bump up the old win probability index.
This franchise mode.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team is playing, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
He'll buy some time right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw.
Yes, it is.
Situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Watson got hurt.
And this will come out to the 25-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail.
No, I'm in the preseason.
This drive becomes very critical. On first down from out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's from. There's the first NFL catch for Kadarius Toney. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Out of the gun, it's Booker. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Booker. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll try Booker again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw from, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Kyle Rudolph there to make the grab. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now here's Johnson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. your game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Kaepernick to throw. Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll look to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1. You want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now, they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range. The Browns drive about to get started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received.
What's up, everyone? This franchise mode? Yes, it is. Watson got hurt. No, I'm in the preseason.
To Grant, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Sliding out of the pocket. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watched them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know, this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run on 1st down. Felton. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They run right side with Hunt. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Hunt. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal. A give right side now to Hunt. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And he missed it. He missed it right. It's no good. And that's going to cost him the football game. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this, when you could have won it with a chip shot field goal and you miss it, that is going to sting for a little while, isn't it?
Some are tougher to put behind you than others, right? We always talk about compartmentalizing. What is the rule? Coaches always talk about
What's up, everyone? This franchise mode? Yes, it is. Watson got hurt? No, I'm in the preseason.